Today I'm going to be comparing these 4 coffee makers that I recently purchased on Amazon, and I'm going to go into which one I feel is the best if you're looking for just a small one, or if you're looking for the best overall coffee maker, or coffee grinder, I should say. Now, obviously this one from Bully is going to be the largest of the 4, and then I've got this one that's made by Cool Knight, this one by Cafe, and this one by Wankel. Now these 3 are all going to be similar in that you're going to take and put your coffee beans inside of here. You're going to put this down, and then you're going to push down on this little thing to actually grind it. This one's going to be the same. You're going to put your coffee beans inside, push this down, and then you're going to push down on the power button to grind it. Cool Knight went a little bit differently. So on this one, you're actually going to have this lid. So you're going to put your coffee beans inside of here, push this lid down, and then you're going to push this lid down to grind it. And then the Bully, how this one works is you can actually choose a bunch of different settings on this one. So you can put as many beans in as you want. You can set the exact size of the grounds that you want. And then you can also adjust this to the number of cups you are going to be brewing the pot for. So if you're brewing 12 cups of coffee, you can turn it to that. And then you push this power button and it will grind up as many beans as necessary for a 12 cup pot of coffee. These are just going to be more of like your standard ones where you're just going to put the stuff in and grind it up. This one is going to be much more of a precise grinder, this one from Bully. Now, obviously, when comparing these, one important thing you want to consider is the value for it. Obviously, in regards to prices, those are going to change and adjust over time, no matter which store you're purchasing them for. But how I have it right now is actually going to be the price range that it came in. And overall, between the cheapest model and the most expensive model, the dollar amount was only $20 in difference between the cheapest one and the Bully one. But again, prices are going to fluctuate, are going to change. So I can't give you the exact price right now because when you're watching this video, they're likely going to be different. But overall, none of them were what I would be considered expensive coffee grinders. Like, they were all relatively decent in regards to price, but the Wankel was the most value option that they had, with this Bully being the most expensive, which makes sense being it has all of those different settings and options for them. Now, in regards to size, the Wankel and the Cafe both held the exact same amount of coffee beans. So inside of here and inside of here, after it was ground, both of those made about 2.5 to 3 ounces of ground coffee. This one from Cool Knight, however, made between 5 and 6 ounces of coffee, so you can make a lot more. Now this one from Bully, you can make as much as you want. So you can go to up to the 12 cups and it will make a lot. It'll like virtually fill this canister in one go. And then again, this one's going to be automatic versus these you have to actually push down. So size-wise, the Wankel and the Cafe were both going to be virtually identical in the amount of coffee grounds or amount of coffee beans that they could handle at the same time. The Cool Knight one was considerably larger, so at about twice as much as these two. And then the one from Bully is obviously way over the top. You can grind as much as you want. Now, how they work is going to be relatively similar. So let me kind of show you here on the Wankel. So I'm just going to plug this one in, and then I'm going to take this lid and put it down like so. And then to grind, after you have that lid down, you're just going to push down on this top part. And you can see it's actually spinning the coffee grounds that are inside of here because it's spinning that blade there inside. This one from Cafe works exactly the same. So I'm just going to put this one inside there. I'm going to take and plug this one in. And then pushing down and holding it is what's going to cause, again, that blade to spin inside of there. Now, this one from Cool Knight is a little bit different in how it works. And I actually was kind of disappointed in how it worked. I've obviously tested this out. So for this, you're going to put the coffee beans in. You're going to put the lid down like so. And then you're going to take and you're going to put this lid down. The problem that I ran into with putting this lid down is that you actually had to push extremely hard on it to be able to get it to grind. So you can see here, I'm pushing down with my palm and it's not working. I can maybe show it a little bit easier with one finger here, but I'm pushing down extremely hard and it's still not doing it, still not doing it, still not doing it, still not doing it. You have to push down really, really hard to be able to get that to go all the way down. So this is going to require a lot of pressure. So if you're maybe buying this for a grandparent or someone who maybe has a physical disability that would make pushing down that hard, because you can see here I have to push really hard to get it to go off. So you have to squeeze down on it virtually to get it to even start to grind. So if you're purchasing it for someone like that, then this one from Cool Knight, I would probably remove from consideration. This one from Wankel and this one from Cafe both of those do work extremely well in regards to ease of use. Now, in regards to ease of use for the Bali over here, this one is obviously going to be the easiest. So all you have to do for this one, you just put the beans inside, which is a bean hopper right here on the top. And then you can adjust how coarse or how fine you want this to be just by switching this back and forth. So that's totally up to you. I'm just gonna kind of leave it right there in the middle. And then for this, I'm just gonna put it to 2 cups just so it doesn't take forever. But you can adjust it however you want. Then you're gonna just have to make sure you have this here in the bottom. And then this one, you just push the power button. And when it is done grinding, it just shuts off on its own. So it's literally just pushing the button, letting it grind. When it's done, it shuts off on its own. And then you just pull this out and you can see it has all of the grounds in there. So you might want to tap down or something like that to be able to get all of the grounds out, or all of them down to the bottom at least. So in regards to ease of use, overall, if you want the best possible coffee grinder, if you're looking for a great gift for someone, not gonna break the bank, none of these will break the bank. There are not gonna be, many hundreds or thousands of dollars or anything close to that. This one from Bali is the best choice in my opinion. This is the one we're gonna be using here in our home. Probably gonna give these away to friends who need coffee grinders, because truthfully, this one is just so much better than these other ones. I would 100%, if you're just gonna be grinding up coffee, and I would 100% recommend this one from Bali. I love the fact that you can adjust the number of cups. So depending on how much coffee you're looking to make for that day, you can easily grind it. I love that it's got this bean hopper right on top that you can use as well. And so then you can freshly grind your beans every single day. And I love that feature. Whereas these, you're gonna be making a mess every day and that sort of a deal. With this one from the Bali, you don't have to worry about that. It's just set and forget. If you're not looking for something quite this extensive, either of these will work pretty good, the Wankel and this one from Cafe. As I said, the Wankel currently is gonna be the value brand when comparing these two. So truthfully, if you are looking for the best value option, the Wankel is gonna be it. I truthfully would not choose the Cool Night over either of these two, simply because of the difficulty of pushing down on the lid. I wish they had designed that differently, maybe have a push button here on the front, or something like that, or maybe even, have like a little button here that you push and held down. But the way that they have this design, you have to push down on this extremely hard to be able to get it to grind. And although you can grind more beans at one time with this one from Cool Night, how hard it is to actually grind by pushing down on that really takes it out of contention in my opinion. So both this Wankel and this one from Cafe are great value options, but the Wankel is going to be a better value at the time of this recording than this one is from Cafe. So overall, that's my opinion of the best electric coffee grinders that are currently some of the best sellers on Amazon.